Welcome back, guys. It's your boy Broncos Guru, and today we're going to talk about the 9 reasons you should buy a boat instead of a PWC. This little mini-series started because it's a popular question I see asked on a lot of boating forums. Should I buy a couple of skis or should I buy a boat? In an effort to answer those questions, we came out with the video, The Reasons Why You Should Buy a PWC. In this video, it's the revenge video. We're going to talk about the reasons you should buy a boat. So we're going to dive right into this one. And the first reason to pick a boat, well, that's going to be the shade. Whenever I go out and I have a long day in the ski, the first thing I always think about is, man, I wish I had my boat and I wish I had the shade for my boat. After 8 hours of riding around, you're going to be sunburnt and windburnt from having no protection from the windshield or any kind of enclosure. This may seem like a strange feature to focus on as one of the first reasons why you should buy a boat over a PWC, but this is really what separates boats and PWCs, is the ability on a boat to get yourself out of the weather and the elements. No ski currently comes stock with any kind of shade or any kind of enclosure that will get you out of these items. This helps make boating more of a year-round hobby and adventure. The second reason to pick up a boat over a PWC is they have more space. Skis really have gotten a lot larger over the last decade and you truly handle 3 people now. I was on a deck boat the other day and the rated capacity on this thing was 17 people. These things really have gotten insane on the amount of people they can carry that can now join in on the party. I said join in on the party. There we go. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. And it really doesn't matter if it's a day out on the water with the whole family or if it's you and your best friend. You know what? Maybe it's you and your best friend and their whole bachelorette party. You really can find a boat with the size to get the job done. And I'll tell you what, if it's you and your best friend in the bachelorette party and you can't, hit me up on Facebook or Instagram and you know what? Maybe I'll take your crew out to go do this. And the third reason that you should grab a boat over a PWC, well, they're more comfortable. I mean, come on. When's the last time you went out on the waterway and saw a water slide and a trampoline on a PWC? These things really do have it all anymore. They have head compartments with air conditioning, huge front loungers. It's hard to argue that boats are not better in this segment than PWCs. Heck, if you get tired of hanging out in the front of the boat, you can always move to the back swim platform. And I'll tell you what, these darn pontoon boats, man, they've got it figured out. These things are like hanging out on your couch anymore. It's incredible how comfortable they are. And you can easily find any boat anymore just to be able to hang out with your crew, throw an anchor, and sit there for hours and just chill and relax. The fourth reason to pick up a boat, well, they can extend your range. It's not uncommon anymore to find boats with over 100 gallons of fuel capacity, and there are plenty out there with 300 plus miles of range capability in a single tank. When we took our boats to the Exumas in the Bahamas this year, we had enough fuel to easily make it from Fort Lauderdale to Nassau. Several years back we did this trip as well with a couple skis, and that same trip required 3 fuel stops on the skis, 2 at marinas and 1 at sea just to get it done. And of course, if you love adventure boating as much as I do, boats are simply hands down the best choice when it comes to these kind of range length missions. The fifth reason to pick up a boat is, well, they're simply better at water sports. I know I mentioned in the reasons why you should buy a PWC video that those could too do water sports, but they simply are not as good as boats at it. The wakes that boats can produce, the amount of people that boats can carry to get everyone involved, probably will mean you'll have a significantly better time doing these things on a boat than you will a PWC. Also, the more people you can add to the boat, well, you know what? That's just going to improve that wake and wave behind the boat as well. It's also going to improve the ride quality and the better time the rider is going to have behind the boat. With so many boats made specifically for this segment anymore, it is really hard for any type of PWC to even consider keeping up in this category. The sixth reason is that boats are better at getting the whole family involved. A boat will allow you and your whole crew to get out and spend quality time together, making memories that'll last a lifetime and beyond. We spoke about it in another video where going out boating with your family can create a boating legacy. And to be honest, that's a little tough to do when you're getting a family of 4 or more out on the water when you're having to split up on a couple different skis to do so. On a boat, you really get to do this all together as one. The seventh reason to grab a boat over a PWC is, well, they're way better when things get rough than a PWC. A few years back, I rode a jet ski from West Palm Beach, Florida to Treasure Cay Abaco in the Bahamas in a single day. During that day, things started off great. We had beautiful seas, but about halfway into that trip, the seas turned into some small heavy chop, which is absolutely the worst conditions for a ski. It was a solid barrage of water straight to the face the entire time. Boats had no problem with these conditions as they were able to ride right on top of it, but the skis, it was miserable on those. A boat will give you more options to still get out there and really enjoy yourself even when it's still a little rough out. The 8th reason to grab a boat over a PWC is, well, they can extend your time out on the water. A lot of these things are basically floating RVs anymore, where you can easily leave your dock on a Friday afternoon and not return back to your dock till a Sunday night and have all the creature comforts you would ever need to have an awesome time out on the water. Some of these boats, heck, they may even have you coming out there and not even wanting to come back to your dock, period. The 9th reason you'd want to consider a boat over a PWC is they really don't require a whole lot of physical requirements for you to get on a boat. A child, even one of your grandparents, can really go out there and enjoy themselves and have a great time, so long as they have the ability to get themselves onto the boat. I still wonder if this guy right here didn't do this just because he knew this cute blonde was going to come over there and help get him into the boat. PWC is just not the same as this. Young children, some of our more seasoned boaters, they're just going to have a little more struggles on trying to hang on, and kind of the body pounding that you're going to take on a PWC compared to just going out and hanging out on the lake with a boat. Boats really offer options for everybody and make it really easy for everybody to get out there and enjoy themselves. I really do hope you enjoyed this video series. If you did, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you've hung out this long, you might as well subscribe. Go ahead and drop an anchor on that subscribe button as well. Thanks a lot and have a good one.